Alright guys, so here I have two of the fattest controllers you'll ever see. They're both limited edition Xbox controllers, and as you can probably tell, they're modeled after the Duke controller that came with the original Xbox. So in this video, we'll unbox these controllers, test them out, and take a look at some of the cool features they have. So like I said, we have two controllers here. This is the 20th anniversary Duke controller, and this one is also kind of a 20th anniversary, but it's 20 years of Halo. Now these things were not cheap. They were 90 bucks each, which is really expensive. Not sure why they were quite so expensive, but oh well, we got them. Let's open them up. So before we open them up, we're going to take a look at this box. So it's made by Hyperkin. It's a third-party controller, and as you can see, looks just like a Duke controller, except this one is purple, and it has Cortana on the right-hand side. And here on the side, it says it's designed for the Series X, the S, the Xbox One, and Windows 10. Pretty much all the recent Xbox controllers, and it has all the buttons you need. And then let's just take a look here in the back and see what it says. Alright, so they list some of the features to write home about. So they got special Cortana 20th anniversary design for fans, and then we got Cortana tribute montage played right inside the Xbox button, vibration feedback, 6-foot detachable Type-C cable, and down here it provides a few more things: bumpers, precision analog triggers, and 3.5mm headset jack. So all pretty standard stuff. But the cool thing is that on the center button right here, it plays a little montage there. So I'm excited to see that. Here on this side, it just says Cortana 20th anniversary edition. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that controller. And then we have a second controller here. We got the 20th anniversary, and this is just 20th anniversary in general for Xbox. So a little bit more basic, just a black controller. Same deal, same features, just a different design. And then the cool thing about this controller is it plays the original Xbox animated startup screen on the Xbox button right here. So excited to see that as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the 20th anniversary edition Xbox controller, and we'll see what's inside. Alright, so we got a little foam top. Definitely smells like foam. And we got some stickers here. Not quite sure what that is. Oh, that's the Hyperkin logo. Hyperkin Duke Quick Start Guide. I'm not even going to read that. We got play well, live well. And here's a controller, guys, and man, this thing is big. As you can see, you can barely get it out of here. This thing is chunky, and man, it feels just like the original Xbox controller. I mean, that's the goal. And here we got our detachable cable, and then this little pack, and a pretty nice foam little box though. Oh, and then here at the bottom, we have a controller stand apparently. So let's try to get that out. Alright, so here's the little box with the controller stand. I'm going to take this out and try to assemble it. So I assembled the stand. I think it's just acrylic pieces. Pretty cool, kind of translucent green. And you just sit your controller on top like so. I'll show you a better angle, but it's pretty cool. Nothing crazy, but nice little touch. And then of course, here's a controller. And as you can see, there's a big screen in the middle that'll show the Xbox startup. Got your analog sticks, your D-pad, your start, select, share button, whatever you want to call them, A, Y, X, B. Your black and white buttons. You got your little bumpers back here, which weren't on the original Xbox controller, but they are here because you need them. And you got your analog or your triggers back there, and it is a pretty nice looking controller. I mean, it looks just like the original Xbox controller. This one honestly is not that crazy. It's just a black controller with a little 20 right there. I'm not sure why it was quite so expensive, but here's the actual original Duke controller that we're going to compare it to. Alright, so here they are, and they're both wired. The difference is the one on the left comes with a detachable wire, but otherwise, I mean, they look exactly the same size, same form factor. Only difference is you have a share button here, or you have a share button here, but not here. The button in the middle, or it's not a button, but the little glass screen in the middle is like exactly the same size. The button layouts are the same. The buttons, they do feel a little bit better on the new controller. They're more clicky. The old one's a little bit mushy. That might just be because this controller is really old. But other than that, they're like everything is exactly the same. Only difference on the top is that you don't have the little slots up here like you do on the original one. But yeah, man, they got this thing really close. So there's your 20th anniversary controller. Let's go ahead and open up this Cortana controller. Alright, so just like the other one, got a foam piece on top. You got your quick start guide, play well, live well, a little Hyperkin sticker, and here's a controller. And this thing, same exact form factor, but this thing looks pretty nice. It's a purplish color. Then here you got your purple cord, and then it looks like you got a stand in here as well. We'll go ahead and pull that out and put it together. Alright, so we got the stand together, pretty much same deal as the other one. Pretty neat, kind of a nice little touch. But let's go ahead and take a look at this controller. So as you can see, it's clearly a purple controller, kind of translucent, just a little bit, kind of frosted. And as you can see, you got Cortana here on the right side. Same layout as before, analog sticks, D-pad, your buttons down here, A, Y, X, B, black, white. Got your RB, LB triggers, and then of course you got your big screen in the middle. Let's go ahead and take off a little plastic piece, and I'm pretty excited to see what kind of montage they show there. But yeah, and then you got a nice little touch here. It says 20 years with Master Chief in the middle. And yeah, so these controllers look really cool. Let's go ahead and plug them in, make sure they work. And best of all, I want to see what the screen looks like. So before we get into it, I want to tell you a little bit more about my channel. First of all, if you enjoy my videos and want to see more, make sure to subscribe down below. It only takes 2 seconds to do it, and it really helps out my channel. Secondly, if you hit the join button down below, you'll be able to support my channel through channel memberships. This is 100% optional, but it really helps out my channel, and you'll get a few perks out of it as well. Right now I have 4 membership levels, with the cheapest starting at the Warrior level for 99 cents. With this level, you'll get a shout out in the description of each future video, and I'll also friend request you on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. With the Master level, which is $1.99, you'll get the same perks plus early access to new videos. I also have 2 more levels with additional perks that'll let you explore on your own. And last but not least, I also have my website called jrupgaming.com, and on this website, I sell consoles, games, accessories, and merch. I'm continuing to expand my merch, but right now I have t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, hats, and personally my favorite is the Champion backpack. And like I said, I also sell consoles, games, and accessories here, most of which have been featured in my videos at some point. I try to sell everything at a price that's a bit lower than eBay, plus you can use some pretty good discounts on my store, and right now if you sign up for my email list, you'll get a code for 15% off your first purchase. And on top of that, you'll be the first to hear about any additional discounts in the future. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and test out these controllers. So, got the 20th anniversary edition first, got my cable right here, which is actually a pretty high quality cable, but unfortunately, these things are not wireless, they are wired, so let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what happens when we turn it on. Alright, so as soon as we get power to it, it does give you the Xbox boot up screen, which is pretty sweet. Oh, that thing is nice. Man, I gotta get some better lighting in here. I'm gonna turn off my lights and hopefully we can see that better. Alright, so let's take one more look at that boot up screen. So I think it only does it when you plug it in. So let's go ahead and try this out. Nice. That thing is pretty sweet. I wish I could get a better view of it, but if I turn my camera, or if I turn my lights off, then my camera can't pick up the screen very well, and if I turn them on, then it just reflects in every direction, so kind of hard to capture, but it is pretty sweet. Oh, and it is a button. Oh, okay, so you can, oh, that makes sense, because you got to press the Xbox home button, as you can see. So every time you press it, it does the boot up screen again. Man, that never gets old. Oh, and it's even got that special 20th anniversary, and then you got just a screen that stays on the Xbox logo the whole time. That is actually really cool. But other than that, pretty standard Xbox controller. As you can see, works fine. This is not like an in-depth review or anything. I'm not going to do long-term testing, so stands to be seen whether this thing holds up or not. But it feels pretty nice. I mean, if you like the Duke controller, you'll like this. It's the exact same thing. My main issue, it actually feels really nice in the hands. Main issue is these trigger buttons are kind of hard to reach. You know, you got to go from the trigger up to the bumper buttons, which is kind of a reach. And next up, we'll try the purple controller, the special edition Halo, which came with a purple charging cord, but the green one does the exact same thing. So we'll just use this one. And oh, that's pretty cool. Man, that was a pretty long montage too. That was like 10 seconds long. And so of course every time you press it, it'll replay the montage. And like I said, about 10 seconds long. It's a pretty cool one. I'm gonna try to get a better view of this so you guys can see these screens up and close. But these are, I mean, it's pretty sweet. So this one's actually a little bit different from the other controller. Instead of showing the new Xbox logo in the middle, it shows the OG Xbox controller logo, which is pretty sweet. And same deal, same controller, works pretty well. Main attraction is obviously this thing in the middle, and that thing is pretty sweet. So considering the whole lighting situation, I think this is about the best view you can get. So let's go ahead and look at the Cortana startup screen right here. So I mean, it's not the highest quality, but it is pretty sweet to see in the middle there. And of course, every time you press it, it starts over. I can't get over that. That's awesome. And let's go ahead and take a look at the 20th anniversary one a little bit better now. All right, so 20th anniversary one, just the OG startup screen. And boom, there you go. So I actually think it would have been nice if this one stayed on the OG Xbox logo instead of the new one. Not sure why they did that, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like down below and subscribe. And let me know down in the comments what you think about the Duke controller. Personally, I like it, except for the fact that these buttons up here are kind of hard to reach. But otherwise, it's a pretty neat controller, especially for nostalgic purposes. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and have a great day.